Hey everybody, this is Coach Raheem with a message on how to overcome any barrier, any roadblock. This message is especially for those of you out there who are struggling with something. Maybe there's something in your life that you like to have, or maybe you're stressed, maybe you're depressed, or maybe you're going through something, maybe it's a relationship and you're trying to overcome the feelings that you may have or the negativity that you believe is holding you back. Well, this message is all for you. Many times in life, we have a tendency to overestimate the things that are in our lives that we think we don't want. Now, when I say overestimate, I'm saying that we're giving too much power to the things that we think we don't want. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, what does that mean exactly? Well, let me break it down. I like to make things very simple for you to understand so that you can get the kind of results that you want. So, first off, if there's things going on in your life or feelings that you're having, emotions, and you know what, you don't want these emotions. You want to be free from the emotions that you believe are causing you pain. The first thing you have to do is identify the emotions that you want to have and not continue to focus on the emotions that you don't want. It's very simple. I know you probably are thinking, man, you know what? I wish it was that simple. But the truth of the matter is that it really is that simple. You have to understand first that any emotion that you have that emotion because you are focusing in on that emotion. Even if, let's say, for example, pain. Let's say that you hurt your ankle and, your ankle is really bothering you, is nagging, is annoying you, right? The pain is frustrating. The reason why the pain is so frustrating is because you are focusing on this. There's research that proves that the way the brain works is whatever we channel our mind in, whatever we focus our mind on, or we look at, or we stare at, or we hear, for a period of time, it grows. It becomes more, it becomes bigger. So your challenge is not so much to get away from the emotions that you don't want. Your challenge is to learn how to focus on the emotions that you do want. Kind of like when you're driving a car. When you drive in the car, if you're focused on the road in front of you, if you notice, or if you kind of allow your mind to realize something, the things that are on the side of the car as you're driving forward begin to fall to the side. It's almost like you don't even realize what's on the side of you. But if you took your eyes off of the road that's in front of you and you focused on the road that's on the side of you for too long, eventually you'd have an accident because the things that are in front of you would disappear. That's the way focus works. Like, you have to completely understand the power of focus and the power of time that is attached with your focus. So what am I saying essentially? Essentially, I'm saying that focus and overcoming barriers is one of the two things that will allow you to get what you want. It's a time game. It's about the amount of time. You have 24 hours in a day. How many of those hours are you devoting to focusing your mind on what you really want? Now, you may say, you know what? That sounds good, but it's difficult to focus on one thing for a long period of time. And I agree with you. That's true. On average, the brain will give us about 10 to 15 minutes of focus, and then it begins to change and focus on other things. Since you know that, what you want to do is you want to focus in increments. So you channel your mind and focus for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then you give yourself a break and then you refocus. Now, how do you refocus? You write down the things that you actually want. And therefore, when that 15-minute time period comes up and you feel yourself about to lose focus, you give yourself a break. You reboot. You look at what you've written down on your paper that you actually want, and then you refocus on that. At first, when you first start doing this, it's going to be difficult because there are a lot of forces around you, a lot of distractions, things going on, people asking for things, life happening, life taking place, right? All of these different forces will cause you to lose focus of what you are trying to obtain. But your advantage is if you know what you want and you put down in front of you where you can read and see what you want, where you can get a clear mind about what you want, eventually you can refocus on that item and allow those distractions, allow life to continue to take place without you giving any of the distractions any of your attention. It's simple, but it's difficult, but it is very simple. Decide what you want. Get very clear about what you want. Channel all of your energy in that direction. Make concessions for your natural tendencies to lose focus, that 15-minute time period. Allow yourself to refocus. Over time, it will get easier and easier. And before you know it, you will have the emotions that you want. So if you're feeling stressed and you don't want to feel stressed, remember you have to replace the stressed emotion with the appropriate emotion that you want. Don't leave it to chance. What I've seen a lot with some of my clients is this organic thinking, this thought of just allowing life to happen any kind of way. The problem with that is that life is going to feed you a bunch of energy, most of which you don't really want. You don't really want. Life is not going to just give you the emotion that you want. You have to take control of it. You have to say to yourself, this is what I want. This is the way I want to feel. And I'm going to devote my focus to obtaining the way I want to feel. And my friends, this is the key to anything that you want. The reason I'm talking about emotions is because at the very basics, at the basis, when you break down all of the things that you say that you want, if it's a new car, a house, or a certain amount of money, a new job, really all of those things are really about the emotional state that you want. It really is. Because once you get those things, if you stop for a second in the midst of obtaining that thing, let's say it's a car, you got this brand new car and you've been wanting it, you feeling it, it's good and everything. When you really break it down, it's really the feelings that you receive as a result of getting the thing that you want that you actually are going for. The material object is just the clue to help you focus in, but it's really the feelings that you're chasing. That's what we're all chasing, is that we want to feel the way we want to feel. So everything is about that emotional aspect. This is Raheem. If you want to learn more about overcoming any roadblock, overcoming any challenge that you have, reach out to me. Let's get together. Let's turn this thing around. Let's take your life to the next level. You can reach me at CoachRaheem.com. That's CoachRaheem.com. Let's get together. I want to help you take your life to the next level. I want to help you see and realize the goals that you want. Until next time, get what you want.